at the airport in Rome right now. It's really early. It's 7:10, and I slept at the airport. I didn't really sleep, but I spent the night at the airport, and I couldn't really sleep. And I thought a lot about many things. And there was one thing that I thought about in particular that I kind of wanted to make a little video about. So I read a quote the other day, which was "Stay lost as long as you can," and this kind of stuck with me. And it kept coming back to my mind, especially last night, and I kept thinking about it. I think it's such a beautiful way of thinking, and it really shifted my mind because for the longest time I always wanted to figure out who I am and what I'm supposed to do in life and figure out my purpose, I guess. And it's been something of course it's a privilege also, but it's been something that I've been struggling with ever since I graduated high school, which has been a long time ago. And I thought at some point I'm just going to know, and maybe I will someday, but this day hasn't come yet, so I don't know. But I started liking not knowing, and I wondered why should I even figure out or spend so much time trying to figure out who I am. Why am I doing that, or why is so many people doing that? It just takes away from my freedom, and all those years I thought I had to have it all figured out and figure out who I am and what I'm supposed to do in life. But I started to change the goal. Instead of wanting to see who I am, I want to meet as many versions of me as possible. And knowing who I am is only going to limit me in so many ways. There's so many sides of me that I don't even know yet. And for example, if I would have followed the path that I was supposed to go originally, or what my family and society wanted me to do, then I would be a teacher now. And I would have never figured out how good I am at traveling the world, because that was something that, or traveling in general, that was something that I always wanted to do, but I felt like I wasn't the right person for it. I was too introverted, too quiet. I wasn't able to do it. And then I just did. And if I would have studied to become a teacher, I maybe would have never traveled. And I would have never met that side of me that is actually can be very outgoing if I'm surrounded by the right people. And I think that's very beautiful. And I met this person that I am when I'm traveling, and that person is so different from, I don't even know how to put it into words, but it's just different. And I just want to say with that there are so many sides that I don't even know, because in my mind I'm thinking this is the way I am, but maybe that's not even true. If I'm not constantly going out of my comfort zone, trying new things and seeing new sides of me, and I think once I figured out who I am, I think I know who I am, then this is only going to limit me, and I'm going to get too comfortable. I'm not going to try and strive for new things. But maybe the person I am is completely different from the person I think I am. I know that the universe is guiding me, and I know that the universe has a plan, and it's going to get revealed to me at some point. I have to be patient, and until then I just want to be present in the moment and be happy with what I have, and not always trying to figure out who I am or what I'm supposed to do in life. I feel like once I let go of all of my expectations, I think that's when the universe is gonna show me what I'm supposed to do, because I always have so many expectations for everything, not even conscious, but subconscious. So I'm gonna stay lost, and I'm gonna find beauty in it. This used to stress me out a lot, but I don't know, I feel like this quote, "Stay lost as long as you can," kind of shifted my mind and made me find beauty in it, and made me be okay with not knowing, even though I feel like everyone else has figured out their lives at this point in their lives, even though they probably don't have, but it seems like it, at least more than I have. And I feel like I've started to be okay with not knowing and being lost in a way, because it is a beautiful thing, actually. Also, another thing, I know that I would be so bored if I had my whole life path figured out, in a way of the life path that society is expecting someone to do, get a good, go to university, study, get a good degree, get a good job, marry, have kids, buy a house, like that. If that was my life plan, I know that I would be so bored, knowing. So kind of being in the unknown is also something beautiful, even though it's scary sometimes. But yeah, like I said, I'm starting to feel okay with it. I just much rather take my time and be present and be happy and content with what I have right now, and trusting the universe or God or whatever you want to call this higher power that there is, and trusting them that they know best, instead of wanting to force things on me that I thought would be best for me, because I've done that for years, and I always thought I knew best what's best for me, but it turns out that's mostly not even the case. So I'm trying to let it all go, have no expectations, and find beauty and peace in being lost and not knowing what I want in life. a little thing that I wanted to add in the end. Of course, if you know exactly what you want, as long as it's what you want and not what society or family or whoever expects you to, that's great too. And having goals to work towards too, it's also something really good. But I know that there are so many people out there who feel so lost and don't know what they want, especially in your early 20s, and that's who I wanted to make this video for.